Hey guys, I want to talk to you about 5 things that you can do to make your website even more effective. Now, I have my 5 website essentials that you can find on my website, which I will link below. At my website, you can find 5 website essentials that you need to make your website more effective. But I'm going to give you some 5 things that you can do, 5 effective things that you can do to draw traffic to your website. And they're pretty easy. I do this with all my websites, and I really try to make sure that I get that there where it needs to be. So they're really simple. A lot of times we think like, oh man, I gotta do these crazy things. I gotta have, like the crazy, balloon out in the front where it's trying to wave people down or anything like that. And that's what my website needs in some sort of digital way, right? But it's actually pretty easy. While it can be complex and it does take time, what we can do is that you can make it really effective by doing these 5 things. And really, I'm kind of cheating when I come to 3 and 4 because they're together, but you'll see that in just a moment. So the first thing, and I've talked about this before on my blogs, is SEO, search engine optimization. So there's on page and then there's off page. While it can be kind of a complex beast and trying to figure out what to do with your SEO, really, there's on page and off page. On page is just making sure that you have content, that you have keywords, that you have meta descriptions. So like when people searching online for your content, it pops up, hey, I'm looking for, 5 things that I need on my website, right? So that really helps with that. And that's on page because it makes sure that your website is flowing correctly and doing what it needs to do. Making sure that your website is going to people that you want it to go to, so people are searching for your website. And so that's on page, making sure that your website looks good from the title all the way from the header, keywords, what content, all that sort of stuff is on there. Then you have off-page SEO, and that can be a little weird, but basically off-page SEO is really more about like building links, linking out, having people link to you. But also what it does is that it also helps when you are looking at like social media. We'll talk about that a little bit when we get to 3 or 4. But really, it's looking at linking your content out, making sure that social media is driving to you instead of you are driving towards that. And so that's really important to make a distinction. But another great way to do that is to make sure that your Google business profile is set up correctly. And when you optimize your Google business profile by making sure that you have your hours, it leads to your website, it's answering questions that your potential clients are asking or could be asking, and it leads to your website. That is a really great way to help with your off-page SEO, making sure that people are coming to your website. So SEO is very important for your website, and that's really going to draw a lot of that traffic, making sure that you're being found. But again, all of that kind of then helps with the next stuff. So the second thing is content. So making sure that you're blogging, making sure that you're giving content, making sure that what you're doing is being informative, is giving value to your readers, to your clients, to those that are coming to your website. And we sometimes think like, well, I don't really like blogging. I don't really want to sit there and like, oh man, I read somewhere that it's got to be 5,000 words or something like that. And no, it doesn't have to be long, but what it does need to be is that it needs to be informative and gives value to your clients. And what's great about content is that you can also do something really cool with that, is that you can then take your blog and then you can, so for instance, the blog that I'm writing here is that you can then take that written blog, then make it a video, right? It doesn't have to be a very long video. Then you take snippets of that video, that audio, you then put it onto your social media, and you make sure that it's all pointing back to your website. So you take that one piece of content, you can use it like 3, 4, 5 different places, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever your clients are at, you can use that. You can even take this video and you can even take the audio and just make it a podcast. So there's a lot of different ways to do that. 3 and 4 are going to be kind of some of my favorite. So aside from content and obviously SEO, but this is going to be a lead magnet leading into an email list. So all of these things I do. So, you may kind of recognize this. A lead magnet is something like if you've ever been to a website and there's something right there on the website that says, hey, I know the best way to make, lasagna or something like that, or like, I can help you with cybersecurity, or just whatever it is that you're looking for or going to that website for, they have something there. And usually what you have to do is you have to give them your email, right? So it's something free, something tangible that you can do, but you're getting their email. So you put that on your website, you're getting your clients' email. And then what you're doing is, one, with your lead magnet, you're already giving them value. And then two, you can set them up in your email. And so now you can email them weekly, you can email them daily, but really you probably only want to do it a couple times a week. You don't want to do it every hour. There are very few instances when you want to do that. And that's going to be more for e-commerce during, kind of holiday. But you also want to make sure that you're giving them value in that email, but you're also doing what's called a lead nurture. So you're going to nurture them to continue giving them content, continue giving them value, but then also saying, hey, you know what? If you offer a service, if you offer a product, if you have new products, anything like that, you're bringing that to mind because you're also keeping them top of mind. So when they need something, when they are looking, which we'll talk about in number 5, if they know somebody that needs your services, you're going to be top of mind and they're going to refer you. So lead magnets to an email list is really great, and having an email list is really great to have because you can then sell directly to that audience. It's the same thing of going to, let's say you have a conference and you have 1,000 people, but then what you do is that now you have 100 people who are following you constantly, and you're directly talking to those 100 people, or 50 or 25 or a dozen, it doesn't matter. You're talking to those people directly, and you're able to now give them value, stay top of mind, and hopefully they'll do what number 5 is that they'll refer you out. They'll refer if they know somebody that needs something that you offer. And we have to remember that word of mouth is a powerful tool, whether that's through networking, whether that's through past clients. When you have a happy past client, hopefully they'll refer you to others. And there's also a really great way that you can ask clients to make sure that you refer them, saying, hey, I hope you enjoyed this service. Did I do everything that I can to make sure that you were taken care of? And if they say yes, then you say, hey, well, is there anybody that you know that could use my service? And you kind of continue asking them. You don't prod, you don't annoy them, but you're just letting them know, hey, I am here for you and also for anybody else that you know. So referrals are a great way. So those are 5 really great ways that you can draw traffic to your website. You can make sure that your SEO, on-page and off-page SEO, is optimized. You can make sure that you're doing content, and you want to do that regularly. You want to then make sure you have a good, strong lead magnet, which also gives you a really good email list. And then also, lastly, you want to make sure that your past clients are happy clients and they're giving you referrals, even through networking events. So if you have any more questions, if you're looking for any help on any of these things, whether it's creating a lead magnet, getting an email marketing, even fixing your Google business profile, if you have any questions about any of those, come check out my website, come schedule a call on my website, find out how I can help you. I would love to sit down. We can work out a plan, figure out what works best for you, make sure that you're getting leads, make sure that you're drawing traffic to your website, and making sure also that you have a great looking and effective website. Thanks so much. Talk to you later.